And now I'm going to teach you how to make these chocolate protein donuts. We finally invested in some donut molds, and probably one of the best investments we've made, because today we're going to make chocolate protein donuts. And we're going to finish them off with a simple to make glaze. The first thing you want to do is get 150 grams of cream cheese into a microwave safe bowl. That's just under 6 ounces. We're going to heat this up real quick. You don't want it fully melted, but you want it warm enough so it's easy to mix. You're going to add 1/4 cup olive oil. So here we used extra virgin olive oil. You won't get any of the taste in the donuts, but we found that using olive oil creates the most moist donut texture. You can also use 4 tablespoons of melted butter. We're going to add 2 eggs. And give that a quick mix. Make sure you break up all the cream cheese chunks. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Two tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. And 15 drops of liquid stevia. Give that one more stir. And that is your wet ingredients. What I love about this recipe is that it is flourless because we are using protein powder. We are using our favorite Isopure cookies and cream protein powder, but you can use any flavor you want. And if you go unflavored, you might just want to up the stevia drops for more sweetness. So there's 2 scoops of protein powder, which is just about 60 grams, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of our favorite ingredient, xanthan gum. This ingredient, we would say, is very crucial to creating the donut texture that you want and that we'll get at the end. And a pinch of salt. Now we're gonna give this a stir. And that is your dry ingredients. So now you're gonna add your dry ingredients to your wet mixture in 2 parts. Oh, it smells so good. And that's how easy it is. So now we're gonna put this into a Ziploc bag to create like a pastry bag. And then we're going to fill up 3 of our donuts. Go. That's perfect. So we have the oven preheating to 350 right now, and we're gonna grease our molds and then get the batter in. That looks perfect. So if you wanted smaller donuts, you could probably get 5 out of this if you used less batter. These will rise in the oven, but they deflate a little when they come out. We're gonna pop these in for about 25 minutes and then we'll check on them. The donuts are out of the oven and they've been cooling for about 5 minutes. They look a little goofy, but you know, it's not always about looks. These taste incredible. So a tip I will give you though is they are a little big. They overflowed a little, it looks like. So the batter we made could probably make 4 even smaller ones. Now we're gonna make our glaze, and this is really, really easy. It's erythritol, liquid of choice. You can do milk or water. We're gonna use coconut milk and a little dash of vanilla, all whisked together. So here we have erythritol in granular form, but for a glaze, you ideally want a confectioner. So if you don't have any confectioner sweetener, that's totally fine. We usually don't. You can just add the granular to a grinder and pulse it up and it'll become a confectioner. It's that easy. Gone in granular. comes out confectioner. For a half a cup, you want anywhere from 1 to 2 tablespoons of liquid. So we're going to start with 1 tablespoon, and then we can add the second one if needed. 1/4 teaspoon vanilla. So we definitely need that second tablespoon. Oh yeah. And that's it. Now, time for the fun part. We're gonna dip these. So these are a little warm, but mostly cooled. Oh yeah. I've never glazed donuts before. Who knew it would be this fun? If working in a bakery wasn't high risk for me, I would definitely do that. We're just doing the top, but you can totally go for the full-on coat. You could also easily make this a chocolate glaze with some cocoa powder. You can change up the extracts. You could add maple extract instead of vanilla, and you'll get like a maple glaze. That would be really good. Why don't we just pour some on top? Because we can. All right. Now to give these bad boys a try. Oh man, they're super dense, which I love. I love a dense donut. I'm not I like the cake munchkin bowls. Do they call them munchkins down south? I think they call them donut holes, but on the northeast, we call them munchkins. Oh yeah. So my all-time favorite donut is simply a Dunkin' Donuts chocolate glaze donut. And this is where we've landed. The perfect donut. Oh man, it's gonna be hard not to eat all of it. It's perfect. It's not too moist. The glaze is the perfect finished sweetness. You wanna make these right now. Go make them. See you soon.